Hello everybody. Today I'm bringing you a 1995 Dodge Intrepid. This is the ES trim, and this is actually fully loaded. And I mean fully loaded. This is a 3.5 car. You had two engine options with the Dodge Intrepid first gen. The 3.3 liter, which was typically found of course in your lower trim level, and your 3.5 liter, which was in your ES trim. Now this ES trim Intrepid, it's not too good condition wise, and it's here because of if you know the Intrepid, you already know why it's here. Transmission failure. It's a very, very big bad problem with these first generation Intrepids. And here I can actually show you one of the really funky things about this Intrepid. Intrepid transmission, I believe, is specific only to the Intrepid, not Intrepid, to the LH platform. And if you pull the hood up, I can't do it one-handed. Well, you really can't even see it because it's covered in so much crap from rodents. But your engine, you can kind of see the valve cover there. It is sitting vertically. So it looks like it's rear-wheel drive, when in fact it is not rear-wheel drive. This is a front-wheel drive turd because it has a weird, funky transmission. I'm not sure why they decided to do that. Now, it makes it a lot easier for spark plug changing since one side of the block's not shoved up against the firewall. But let's get in here and get some ticks on my legs. We have a beautiful leather interior. Like I said, this is a fully loaded car. Fully loaded car. I always have loved the first gen Intrepid. Like one day, I've got to own one of these one day. One day. It's got a beautiful leather interior, which I do not want leather, but I don't care what anybody says about the Intrepid being... They didn't even smoke all the cigarette. I don't care what anybody says. The Intrepid will always be one of my all-time favorite cars. Always. Old Dodges, man. Old Dodge vehicles. There's just something about them. Now, in another typical fashion, Dodge Intrepid airbag's curling because it wouldn't be an Intrepid if it didn't. But, yeah. One engine option two engine options and one transmission option. But yeah, typical Chrysler luxury right here. This one's even got the centerpiece up here on the headliner. You got your control center. Tell you where you're at, and it probably tells you your gas mileage you're getting as well. But see, fully loaded, nice, comfortable car. There's your headlight, manifold. Wow. I don't know. People look at me weird when I talk about how I like the Intrepid. Well, we're just talking about cars, and then all of a sudden the Intrepid comes up. And I was talking about how I love the Intrepid. Like, why the hell would you want a Dodge Intrepid? I can't explain it. I want one of these, and I want to lift it just a tad and put some different rims on it. Put some maybe 20s on it or something. And just lift it up, and probably some people will look at me stupid for this, but I want to paint it like there's a color called Fire Mist Lime Green that I love. I think Fire Mist Lime Green would look so nice on this. I can't explain it. It's got kind of a futuristic styling, but of course now it's 90s, but it's still a rather modern looking car. And I think the styling of the Intrepid was honestly done very, very well. At least I love the look of it. It's different. It is really different. And down here, we have another Intrepid, and this is a lower trim level. This is a 3.3 car with no side skirts, no body moldings. And it is still down here. So we will take a quick glance at it. This one has the interior that I love, and oh wow, somebody left the door open. That's nice. Wow. This is more of my favorite color that was offered, was this dark green. Now, of course, it doesn't look so swell now, but there's a complete front end of an Intrepid. So you actually kind of get the hint of what it looks like. So it's a good shape. This one's actually got metal fenders, which is my preference, because if you ding it, it won't explode into a million pieces. Instead, this one will just dent. So unlike your typical Saturn, where you have your door or whatever you hit explode, this one is not the same. Now the panels are ripped off because the speakers are actually in my car, because I pulled them out of here. This one has 222,000 miles, and well, our steering wheel is no longer connected. And we still have a rack, I'm guessing. I don't know. Unless somebody stole it. Possibly, I guess. Anyway. It's a very simple layout. It's got kind of a neon style steering wheel to it. Got some plastic trim over here. Oh, somebody broke the door panel. It was not like that before. Oh, the airbag's actually not too curled in this one. A little unusual. The airbag's in pretty good shape. Paint is starting to fail on the top there. I'm gonna guess that's a repaint. I don't know. Just looks really funky by the way it's doing that. Either way, this paint would polish up pretty nicely. No, that looks like factory paint. But these are my favorite seats. They are so comfortable. I can't even begin to explain how comfortable the interior is on the first gen Intrepid. Absolutely awesome. I think Chrysler had very well succeeded with the styling of a lot of their cars in the 90s. And even the neon was a hot ticket. Did they break the taillight? I was gonna say, I hope not. So this one's in such good shape. Other than the fact that somebody smashed the trunk lid. They did scratch it. I was kind of wondering how that Intrepid lettering was on there. It's beneath that clear plastic. But again, they didn't break it. Intrepid. Massive trunk, because it wouldn't be an LH platform car if it didn't have a giant trunk. Back bumper cover. It's flaking real bad. Oh, it is a repaint. Either that or got rear-ended and repainted. But yeah, that's a repaint. You can see it all coming off. And then it's re-exposed with more factory green paint. And it may have just had a bumper put on. It may not even be the whole car. It could actually just be that. Actually, let's look at the inside of the trunk here. No, it doesn't look like a repaint. I think it just got rear-ended or something. Somebody took the trim. That was there last time. But I haven't been here in a long time, so. I took the 6x9s out too, and I burned them up, so they're long gone. They sounded fantastic when I got them. And then, yep. Look how big the glass is on this car. One thing I'd like to note. Windows in this thing are massive, especially that back window, and it kind of curves around too. I think the Intrepid was just such a nice looking car. It's a little bit odd, but man, it's really cool. I don't know, can't explain it. I really can't explain why. Intrepid's neat. All right, thanks for watching.